Here we are. It's Sunday, July 15th. It's the final day of G-Fest. We're not staying for the entire day. We're probably actually going to be leaving here probably within the next hour and a half-ish. We're going to just kind of make a quick run through the dealer room one more time. But yesterday, I mean, it was a lot of fun. We waited in line for about 2 hours for the Takarada Furuya and Robert Scott Field autograph signing, and pretty much after that point I personally was getting tired because, you know, the last couple of days I'm used to walking around and seeing a lot of things and being with around a lot of people. When you're standing in line for just about 2 hours, it puts you to sleep.
It's like we were there from around quarter to like 3 all the way till around 4:30 or something like that.
Yeah, and so after that we went back up to the room. We kind of had some dinner, and I ended up trying to get some caffeine in me, and we ended up coming down for the Gamera film, which at that time they were showing Gamera versus Gauss. So we missed about half of that and watched the final half of it, and then after that it was like maybe an hour or so until what they would end up doing, kaiju music videos, raffle drawings, and the costume parade. So we went back up to the room, and then I ended up taking a Mountain Dew to keep myself awake because I was about ready to take a nap, and I wanted to originally go out here to the pool and you know, do some swimming, maybe some weightlifting, but I just was exhausted just because of all the waiting in the line. And the autograph session was really nice. We got a couple nice pictures with all three guys. Got some great autographs. Takarada personalized the photos. I mean, it was a terrific experience. The unfortunate thing was that it went by way too quickly because there were still, even though we were numbers 92 and 93 in line, there were still maybe about 20-30 people behind us waiting to get their turn as well. So we kind of had to keep things moving. And it was just a really fun day. I mean, the dealer's room was a little bit more busy today, and I think part of that was because more people finally had shown up. But also, a lot of the dealers were starting to decrease their prices a little bit. He had bought Latitude Zero on the first day for $20. I saw it yesterday going for about $14-15. And I ended up, yesterday was kind of my day to buy. I ended up buying those photos that I showed everyone yesterday, and then I bought 3 shirts. This was one of them. I also bought kind of a red Hawaiian Godzilla shirt. There goes one of the costumes.
Oh
I can't see it.
No, you can just see the part of the head.
Well, it was one of the Martha Lava ones. It was really good, but I'll get to that in a moment. But I bought this shirt, a red Godzilla Hawaiian shirt. And then I bought
like mine.
The Godzilla World Destruction Tour.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people wear that shirt, and I thought it was really cool. And so I bought that one as well. And so I'm trying to think, did I buy anything else?
You didn't buy any vinyl figures or super deforms or any of those?
The super deforms, I was disappointed this year. I mean, most of the super deforms I saw I already had. I was mainly looking for Gamera type super deforms because those are the ones I want right now. Those are the ones I kind of need, so to speak. Because I got rid of pretty much all my vinyl figures back in December. I kind of got out of it mainly because I'm getting married here in October, and I needed the money at the time too, which I hated to get rid of them, but
maybe someday.
What can you do? It was an expensive hobby. I got halfway decent money for them. I could have gotten a lot more, but I needed the money. I was kind of desperate at the time, but no, I really didn't find the super deforms that I wanted, which was kind of disappointing. But nevertheless, I mean, I was pretty happy just buying t-shirts and artwork. I mean, that for me was the big thing. Today I may buy, I've been kind of thinking about maybe buying a G-Fest t-shirt. The Jay Hoffman fella, the freelancer artist whom I bought the Godzilla Mechagodzilla Beamlock picture of, he had a photo of Godzilla Jr. being resurrected at the end of Godzilla vs. Destroya that I really liked, and so if he has maybe that photo still available, I might pick that up as well. It's like $5, cheap. It's like one of the cheapest things you'll get here. it was really good in the costume parade that they had. Well, first starting off with the kaiju music videos, they were really good. They were really good. The only thing that I was a little saddened by was that there weren't very many. I think there were maybe 4 or 5. There weren't very many, which I was thinking there would be quite a few. But then they had the raffle drawing, and we entered to try to get 2 nights paid for at the hotel.
Before that, they showed their G-FestXIX versus the Thing movie.
They showed kind of like the trailer for it, so to speak. It was very well done. The only problem was that unfortunately the player didn't play it very well. It's like every few seconds it like had
freezes and all that.
It froze for after X amount of seconds. So it got really hard to watch. Like I ended up just closing my eyes for almost like the second half. It was just hard on the eyes to watch. It was really well done, but just the freezing and stuff, it was hard to watch. And then the raffle we entered for to possibly have 2 nights of our hotel paid for. We were off by 55 points.
Yeah.
But we tried.
We did have most of the numbers on there except for one, but just kind of switched around.
But we tried that. No go on that. Then the costume parade was really nice too. There were a lot of good costumes. I would say, I liked a lot of them. I would say some of my favorites were the King Caesar. There was a Gigan from Final Wars that was Best in Show back in 2006, got re-entered this year. There was a Baragon one. There was also that Mothra larvae, which really you guys couldn't see. It just came down a moment ago. And there was a Magma, the monster from Gorath. That was really well done. That was like almost like an actual costume you would see in Toho. Like that was very, very well done.
There were some pretty good
made out of better materials.
There were some pretty good Ultraman and Ultraman Tiga and Z-Ton.
There were some really good costumes. There was a very good zebra costume too. In fact, we had talked to that guy in the zebra costume, like I think the day we got here. So it was one of those things where it was a lot of fun to watch. Everyone was really excited, standing up, and it was great. Too bad we didn't take any video of it, but there are some pictures of it.
Yeah, kind of forgot about it. Both of us kind of forgot about it.
You're interrupting me.
Too, but we'll have pictures and stuff up in probably about a couple days or so. Maybe hopefully get some by tomorrow when I get back to my home and stuff. So be on the lookout for those. So yeah, is there anything else you want to add?
Don't interrupt me for one thing. But at the same time, it was a very good day. It was very filled. We went to the Kaiju Cast podcast recording. We started off in the downstairs, one of the downstairs conference rooms for the King Kong vs. Godzilla panel. We were there for maybe about 10-15 minutes. But the room, it was a really small room, but more and more people kept coming in, and I was feeling a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's probably about somewhere around...
You're interrupting me again.
This size, so...
I was feeling a little claustrophobic, but on top of that, at least for me anyways, a lot of the information the panelist was presenting, I already knew. So it's still exciting to sit down and kind of hear some of this stuff, but a lot of that stuff I already knew. So I thought it would be more fun to go up here and to be a part of the Kaiju Cast podcast and to listen to the artists talk for about an hour about how they got into it and kind of what their favorite things about being a Godzilla artist are. So that was a lot of fun. We ended up doing kind of like a history of widescreen panel as well. That was fairly interesting. The guy was getting ready to do a montage of different clips showing the different aspect ratios of widescreen movies, but we didn't stick around for that because we thought maybe we could be in line early for the autograph signing. Well, come to find out they were going by ticket number anyway, which we kind of thought they would anyway, but no big deal. But it was still interesting. the widescreen one, it's one of those things where I think if you are a cinema major, you probably would have more fun with it. For a person like me, it was interesting, but I didn't find it to be, excitingly interesting. I'm trying to think, like, what else. Went through the tokusatsu room. They really weren't doing much of anything there, at least when we went through. We went to the Akira Takarada panel early in the morning. And then we didn't go to any of the Bin Furuya panels. And then we went through the dealer room once again X amount of times. He bought a couple things. I bought a number of things yesterday as well. So I mean, yesterday was a little bit more action-packed, I would say. Like there was more going on. Like the schedule I was showing you, I think was it Friday. Saturday was definitely the busier day. So and I felt it. I mean, I was exhausted by I don't know what was it like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, no, let's see, we got done with autographs.
Probably 4:45.
It was about 4:45, but I was getting tired before that because just standing in line waiting. Like we got in line, I kid you not, we probably got in line at about 2:45. So yeah, we were in line for technically it took us about a little more than 2 hours to get through the autograph thing. So it was worth it, but that's what killed me for the rest of the day. Although I got a second win with the Mountain Dew and the kaiju videos and the costume parade and stuff. That was a neat way to end the day out. So it was a lot of fun. Do you have anything?
Well, you're probably not planning on going to next year, correct? From what you have said earlier, have you?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, if you don't plan on coming next year, I think I plan on coming back for the 20th anniversary of G-Fest next year. I would like to see what's going to be going on for next year. It'd be nice to see, the reboot of the Legendary Pictures Godzilla come here and all that stuff. So, but I'm not sure if that might happen. It might happen like in 2014 when that comes out. But I don't know if any of you have seen yesterday that they brought out the teaser poster of the Legendary Pictures Godzilla film yesterday, which looks very promising. And I've also have read articles online yesterday that they've also shown teaser trailers of that film, which of course they haven't even begun filming that yet, but from what it sounds like, that's going to be also very promising as well. So I'm not sure if I have particularly anything else besides I might come back for next year, which for me I think would probably be a good chance of that. So broadcasting live for G-Fest 20 next year, maybe with or without Nick here with me, but it'll be good either way. But is there anything else you forgot?
Nope, you give your analysis as far as how you thought the day went.
Here, you can hold on to this. But yeah, kind of what, Nick kind of pretty much, said pretty much everything on what he had, what we've been through and seen yesterday, and of course the other day on G-Fest. He'll probably be around, like he said, about an hour and a half or so.
The only thing I would have done differently would check out the video room, see what kind of movies they were playing. That would be the only thing I would have done differently.
Yeah, but I'll probably check that out next year. We can maybe see if there's anything going on there today. Just kind of take a peek at what's playing there. We'll probably take a look just a little bit in the dealer's room, but of course not buy anything there because I pretty much got everything all I want for right now. Plus I'm already gearing up for 3 things, or maybe a few things I want for next year and stuff. So other than that, well, during our autograph session when we got up to Ben Furuya, Takarada, and Scott Fields, was it? I was over at the Furuya's signing area, and we were kind of waiting for this one kid kind of behind us to kind of scooch over a little bit, and it's like I was kind of, hovering around with Furuya, having his, shaking his hand for quite some time there, and then got my picture taken, and then, waiting for Nick to kind of get his picture taken, his picture signed with him, and then and then sat down with Takarada, and it's like he remembers me from yesterday. It's like, oh yeah, you again. And then and I got my picture ready for him to sign. It's like he was really surprised to see that. And it's like, is that from the original, Godzilla film? It's like, yeah, and I think that you would really like it too. And he was.
Explain the picture, because no one knows what you're talking about.
Well, it's pretty much from the scene from the 1954 original Godzilla. One of the shots of Kira Takarada kind of facing this way, and kind of having a phone up to his right ear, listening in or talking to someone on the other side of the phone. So that's the one picture that Nick and I had signed from him, and then both of us got our pictures taken at the same time with him. So he's really down to earth. We're just glad to able to see Kira Takarada. Hopefully to be able to see him next year with maybe another guest with him as well. And then of course we got Robert Scott Fields, and we were. I know Nick was kind of asking him some of the questions and stuff and all that. He was pretty friendly too. And then it's like, you want to sign this picture with the Kira Takarada? He's like, do you really want me to do that? I was like, sure.
I was like, yes.
It's like, okay. And then got his autographs on our Kira Takarada pictures, and then guys took pictures with him and stuff. So you'll be able to see those pictures of us with the three actors and stuff. So that was probably one of the good times I've had so far here, along with the the dealer room and stuff. So it was good.
You really had a good time in that dealer room.
Yeah. Besides that, pretty much Nick kind of took care of the rest there, and sorry we didn't get around to broadcasting the costume parade live. Fortunately, I was taking pictures and that. Nick was thinking about broadcasting the parade live, but he didn't. He decided not to do that. So, but hopefully we can maybe do that next year if he comes back with me. If not, probably be having some limited broadcasting for that year, but hopefully get around to more of the important stuff if I do broadcast live for G-FestXIX. So that's all I've got.